The joy of receiving a university acceptance letter is perhaps an indescribable emotion. What's particularly unique is that not everyone gets to experience that moment. This only adds to the preciousness of each individual's journey to university. While graduating from high school is a fairly common experience, it's clear that going to college is not as commonplace. However, perhaps nowhere is getting into college as burdensome as in East Asian countries, with typical examples being South Korea, Vietnam, and especially the Gaokao exam in China. For millions of Chinese students, the Gaokao exam is not just a turning point in their academic careers, but also the gateway that determines their future. The Gaokao is China's national college entrance examination, where every point can change someone's life. With immense pressure and fierce competition, the Gaokao has become a daunting challenge that not everyone can overcome. In today's video, the World Explainer will explore why the Gaokao is considered the most intense exam on the planet. The nation's focus. The Gaokao was first held in 1952. Candidates have to complete 4 exams, including Chinese language, foreign language, mathematics, and a comprehensive exam in either natural sciences, biology, chemistry, and physics, or social sciences, geography, history, and politics. The 2023 college entrance exam in China reached a record high with nearly 13 million registered candidates. The maximum score for the exam is 750. With over 2,700 universities and colleges nationwide, the scores will determine which school the candidates will get into. Typically, to secure a spot in top universities, candidates need to score over 600 points. However, not many achieve this. Last year, only 3% of candidates in Guangdong, the most populous province in China, scored above 600 points. The number of students taking the college entrance exam in China reaches 10 million annually, making the competition incredibly fierce. The Gaokao is the exam that directly determines which university each student will attend. Bluntly put, it decides whether a student will become a worker or a desk employee in the coming years. Therefore, it receives extreme attention and strict control from the Chinese government right from the stage of drafting the questions. The exam question setting team consists of teachers from universities and high schools. They must undergo rigorous background checks, strict training, and sign confidentiality agreements. During the question-setting process, they are not allowed to use any communication devices, except for landline phones, which are constantly monitored. Signal interference devices are also used to block mobile phone signals. The exam questions undergo multiple rounds of evaluation until there are no disagreements among the experts, and there is no significant overlap with the study materials available in the market. The question-setting team is not allowed to leave until the exam is over. They are also prohibited from writing or publishing anything related to the exam without permission from the managing authority. Subsequently, the exam questions are sent to certified national top-secret printing units. These printing units are protected by sophisticated security systems, and workers are not allowed to leave their workplaces. Transportation of the exam questions is similarly strict. The questions are transported in special vehicles equipped with satellite positioning and remote monitoring systems. Inside the vehicles, besides the driver, there are representatives from exam organizing agencies, police, and the military. Upon arrival at the exam venue, the questions are placed in steel-reinforced rooms. These rooms are equipped with alarm systems and motion sensors connected to the security system. A security team is deployed to guard the exam questions. To open the room door, at least 3 people must be present at the same time, as each room has 3 doors and each person holds a key. Finally, the exam questions are handed to the candidates in the examination room. Lives of the candidates. Unlike the relatively relaxed lifestyle of students in the West, students in East Asia, especially in this case China, have extremely limited free time. Pressure and expectations from families are the biggest reasons for this suffocation. It's not to say that the life of an Asian or Chinese student is terrible. It's just that the approach to academic paths here is vastly different from Western countries. In China, students have little autonomy, as most study decisions are dictated by their parents. Parents believe that the earlier their children start preparing for the college entrance exam, the higher the chances of success. They enroll their children in university exam prep centers as early as 1st or 2nd grade. If life is like a marathon, Chinese people always strive to win from the starting line. One difference between Asia and the West is the prevalence of after-school tutoring in these countries. In fact, the belief that not studying after school means not being able to pass the college entrance exam has become extremely common. The cost of exam prep classes in China is not cheap, and the lower the price, the more parents doubt the quality of teaching, so they don't allow their children to attend. Everyone wants their children to be taught by top teachers, imparting the most accurate knowledge for exams. Parents may work hard, skimp on food and clothing, but when it comes to investing in their children's education, they never hesitate to spend. Tutors for Chinese students preparing for the college entrance exam are called nanny. Often students with excellent academic results. They will move in to live with students before the exam. Students are paid around $45 per day to exchange study materials and study together during exam preparation. Maotanchang is considered the best Gaokao prep place in China. About 20,000 students, 4 times the city's population, come here every year to attend prep courses at Maotanchang High School in Anhui. The cost for a course is not cheap, up to more than $7,400. Students here are not allowed to use phones and computers. The dormitory area is specially designed only for studying. There are no entertainment services in the city, and students have no other choice but to study when they come here. There are many outrageous exam preparation methods applied in this country during the Gaokao. Typical examples include taking memory-enhancing drugs, injecting drugs to improve concentration, and even some female candidates, because the exam coincides with their menstrual cycle, have to take drugs to delay their cycle, causing serious harm to their reproductive health. Many parents book hotel rooms near the school for their children to rest between exams. Many also pray outside the exam room or block the streets around the exam venue to limit noise. The exam atmosphere in China is considered the most tense in the world. In early June, construction near exam venues must be temporarily suspended, and traffic is diverted to avoid disturbing candidates. Ambulances stand by outside the exam room in case candidates collapse from nervousness, and police patrol to keep the streets quiet. In 2016, for the first time, exam cheating cases were punished with imprisonment from 3 to 7 years. It can be said that this is one of the harsh measures in an exam, not only in China, but also in the entire region. Authorities have also switched to using advanced techniques in the fight against cheating. Unmanned aerial vehicles and infrared cameras have been used for many years to detect devices brought into the exam room. The Gaokao is the most stressful time for both candidates and parents. When China's national exam ends, the divorce rate in the country surges dramatically. This is not overly surprising, as there is even a post-Gaokao divorce club for couples after each goes their separate ways. This happens because parents do not want to accumulate any negative energy in their children's minds. Therefore, they postpone their divorce for their children's sake. parents postpone the divorce issue because they feel completely fulfilled in their parental duties only after the grueling Gaokao exam ends. Perhaps many will be surprised to learn about the harshness of the Gaokao in particular and the education system of Asia in general. However, this is not a story of recent decades, but a tradition of this region. Asian countries such as China, South Korea, Japan, or Vietnam highly value exams and diplomas. Therefore, perhaps the tension of Gaokao Dukso exams will haunt many generations living in this area. What do you think about today's story? Let's discuss in the comments section. And for now, goodbye and see you again.